Have you ever wanted to do a deep dive into where your food comes from? Well, my name's Birch Bragg. I'm co-owner and operator of Local's Food Hub and Pizza Pub here in Frankfort, Kentucky. And we have an amazing opportunity over the next several months to go to farms in the area, talk to producers, talk to farmers about why they do it and where we can find their product and how best we can support our local food system. Join me and come and meet your farmer. Hello folks, thanks for joining us today. We're here with Mehera Braugher of Cedar Ring Greens. Thank you so much for having us out today, Mehera.
Thank you, Birch. It's great to have you here.
Awesome. So Cedar Ring Greens, we're here in northern Franklin County. And how long have you been involved with Cedar Ring Greens? Because I know it's Connie and Andy's farm.
Connie was looking to move away from farming in a production sense and move into more education and community-oriented work, and was looking for someone to take over the farm and run their own business. So in 2021, I came here, worked with Connie for a year, sort of learned her property, learned how she farmed, and then in 2022 took over the business. So this is my second year on my own as a solo farmer.
So Mehera, why is this work important to you?
Well, I left a previous career I was in for almost 12 years. I was a research analyst doing program evaluation work, and it was really, an office job, in spreadsheets a lot of the time and really on a computer a lot. And I just got to the point where I wanted to do something that was more hands-on, that I was more connected to people, and that I could really see the outcome of my work, like actually affecting people. And I had gotten into gardening and started volunteering on urban farms and really fell in love with it. And just, it was so powerful to be able to grow food that people would eat that, keeps people alive. It's like so fundamental to what it is to be human, I think. And that was so meaningful to me that I decided to leave my career and go into farming. And I think there's a need for smaller local farmers who are doing what they can to grow in a regenerative way, to take care of the soil and the environment, to get food into the hands of people who need it, who need fresh, healthy, well-grown food and produce. And for all those reasons, for the personal reasons of just wanting to do something sort of hands-on and more physical, and for the reasons of this being a service that I think the community really needs, that's why I chose to transition from my office job into farming.
It's very challenging work in many ways, physically, emotionally taxing for sure, weather dependent, which is always throws a curveball and makes things a little more challenging to plan. But meaning is never something that you're searching for when growing food for people.
Yeah, I agree.
Excellent. So let's segue here into what are you guys growing right now? Where can we find your product? What do you love to grow? What do we have out here that's seasonally available right now?
So we are named Cedar Ring Greens, and so obviously we grow a lot of greens here. So that's salad greens and cooking greens, so lots of kale, huge collard greens, mustard greens, Swiss chard, head lettuce, lettuce mixes, mustard green mixes, arugula, basically all the greens that you could want. We also do some herbs. I'm doing some winter squash, like butternut squash and things like that. I'll be growing some peppers, but the main focus and what I try to have all year round is the salad greens and the cooking greens. My products are available at Locals.
Yes, they are. Yeah, and we're proud to carry those.
I am also selling at the Franklin County Farmers Market twice a week. So on our Saturday markets, which is the big market, and then we do a Thursday online order market where you can pre-order and then come by and do a curbside pickup. So it's pretty convenient if you're not able to come on Saturdays. So my products are available there. I am also doing some selling to Chef Weta Michael's restaurant group. So mostly greens that also go into salads for them.
Excellent.
So yeah, those are my products that are available.
Yeah, and that's a great point. And Weta Michael and her restaurant group, she's done so much work in the last 20 years to really pave the way for growers like yourself to have additional markets, but also for retailers like us to really come in, and the public is already understanding the value of local food through work that she's done and pioneers like her. So that's an amazing thing to be able to work with folks like that in this community. So is there anything you would like to share with the community?
So I think that where we need to put a lot of focus is making food accessible, and that's not only just from a financial perspective or logistical, but also getting foods, taking local produce and making it into ready to eat meals or shelf stable meals, things like that, and having more places like Locals and other organizations that are sort of working in the middle to connect producers with people, perhaps getting additional funding to make that food available to people. That's really important. That's where we need to put, I think, a lot of emphasis now.
So Mehera, if I'm somebody watching this show and I'm out there in the community and I really want to help with food access, how best could I do that?
Well, we have an incredible farmers market here, the Franklin County Farmers Market. They have several programs that are designed to work on the issue of food access, basically by getting food to people who need it, sort of at a subsidized rate. So we have a double dollar SNAP program where folks who use SNAP can go to the market, run their card, and get double the value of what they run on their card, which makes it much easier to shop at the farmers market.
Twice the buying power.
Exactly. It makes that stuff affordable and actually competitive with prices in the grocery store. We also have programs for seniors where they get additional funding. They can come and shop at the market. The Fresh RX program for moms to be. If you receive Medicaid, you can come and get vouchers to shop at the farmers market. The thing about all those programs is, yes, some grant money comes into them, but they're partially funded by community members and people who support the farmers market through their nonprofit, the Friends of the Market. So if you are able to donate to those programs, you're helping support that work and support people being able to access food. It's really easy to go online and make a donation to them.
Mehera, thank you so much for having us out here at Cedar Ring Greens today, and more importantly, thank you so much for what you do, for producing amazing food for your community, and thanks for giving us the time.
Thank you, Birch. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And this concludes our first episode of Meet Your Farmer. So don't forget, get out there, buy local food, meet your farmer. We'll see you next time.